Hello, Pisces. Jess here. I hope you're doing well. How are you? Welcome or welcome back to your monthly intuitive Reiki healing for the month of November. This is for anyone with strong Pisces placements or who just vibes with the Pisces energy. If you're watching this video, there might be something for you. Okay? I hope you're doing so well. For those of you who are new, the way this works is I pull one oracle card and it sets the tone for the healing. This month I'm pulling from the Secret Languages of Light. It's transmissions from your soul, which I love, 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 love. Then I give about a 10-minute or so Reiki healing and intuitive messages come up. For those of you who are new to Reiki, it's a harmonious energy healing modality. It cannot deplete, it does not cause harm. Okay, it has nothing to do with my energy. I'm just a conduit, but it does have to do with your willingness to collaborate with the energy. It's so powerful that we can do this virtually, which is why you can watch this video as many times as you like, whenever it suits you, and it will support you. Okay. And I will say, just as a review, and also for the newbies, that Reiki can manifest in many different forms. You could feel temperature changes or physical sensations. You could have emotional releases. You could also just feel relaxed. But trust and have faith in knowing that the Reiki is always healing on a subconscious level. And that is a vast majority of our thought. Okay, only 5% of our mental capacity is conscious. Isn't that wild? So, whew. I'm feeling a lot of energy from you, Pisces. I feel like we're in like deep spiritual mode, or we're being encouraged to be, or we're about to be, or something like that. How are you feeling after these eclipses? It's pretty potent, huh? And happy Halloween, by the way. I hope it was great. Pisces, let's get one card for you for the month of November for this intuitive Reiki healing. One card for Pisces, please. Thank you. Ha! I shuffle these so much, but you did get the same card as Aquarius. So if you have placements in Aquarius, you might want to watch that. This is the Divine Feminine. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. So I'm interested. We're just going to dive in, but I'm going to read from the book because that's what I'm doing this time. Let me get my reading glasses on. Okay. And we'll see if you have similar messages to Aquarius or if this is coming through in a really different way. Okay. So, Divine Feminine. Shine your inner light on your desires. Look beyond the obvious and the superficial into the heart of a matter. Peer deeper into the hidden and explore the mysterious. Remember your vast potential and the unlimited possibilities available to you. It is time to trust your intuition, your inner voice, and your instincts. This may also be a time for stillness, for there are unseen forces at work, orchestrating the whole universe to bring the intense and beautiful experiences to your life. Allow yourself to receive all that you want. You are the mother of all that you create. Nurture yourself and all that flows within and around you. There may be an impending marriage or birth around you, either physically or symbolically. The Divine Feminine wants you to know there is always enough to go around. Abundance is everywhere. Embrace joy. Okay, Pisces, let's take a moment and we're just going to relax. And if you have not taken part in one of these healings before, you don't have to work when you receive Reiki. So you just have to be willing. However you receive it is perfect. Okay. So sit, lie down. Let's take a breath to soften our body and just tap in. I'm feeling so much energy from you, Pisces. Okay, we're going to take a moment and thank the Reiki for all the healing that's about to take place for Pisces. Hmm. So I'm actually feeling quite dizzy. Excuse me. And as I say that, my throat chakra starts to clench up. I'm feeling a lot of energy from you guys. I don't know if I'm picking up on a lot of different storylines and threads, or if there's just some really massive spiritual work going on behind the scenes. We'll see. But what I find interesting is that there's been multiple signs so far that I've received the message of trust your intuition, and you are not an exception to that. But what's feeling different to me is that instead of kind of a really blocked and almost tense feeling that I felt with the other signs, for you, it's like vertigo. It's like head fog, like I can't quite see straight. I feel like some of you may have been doing some really big, deep spiritual work, and you're actually needing to find your feet back on the ground again. Now, I mentioned this as well to the Aquarius video, so bear with me if you're really familiar with Divine Feminine principle. But I just want to say this has nothing to do with gender, okay? We all have Divine Feminine and Sacred Masculine within ourselves, and we find balance between the two to find harmony just in our internal space, okay? Our Divine Feminine is our ability to receive messages or anything, right? It's our ability to be still, to nurture, to really kind of sink into juicy pleasures of the body, tapping into our body more. It is creative flow. It is birth. Yeah. So I say all this because just as a simple message when the divine feminine comes up is sometimes that we've just been in our sacred masculine or just been in our masculine, maybe not even sacred, too much, which just means that we might be a little too action oriented only, and we're not allowing ourselves to get into the stillness to then receive the fruits of the action that we put out. Okay. But you definitely feel different though, energetically, than others who've received this intuition message. You're very, yeah, like I feel like I'm a little off in the abyss and we need some grounding. Maybe some of you have been deep diving into some spiritual work, and that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But we also have to kind of come back into our human experience a bit. And I know I get it. If sometimes it's like I would rather be off in the abyss because it feels really nice sometimes. Some of you, yeah, I'm getting a big pang in my solar plexus now. Some of you are almost desperately trying to connect to your spirituality more, and you're possibly trying to control the situation through action rather than sitting and receiving. I like to say that prayer is talking and meditation is listening. And sometimes the best prayer is help. And then we sit back into our divine feminine and we just allow ourselves to receive. And we trust that if we don't receive an obvious physical sign, that we're starting to receive it into our body, into our spirit. Yeah, my solar plexus is literally throbbing right now as I'm saying this. So there's definitely something about your spiritual work right now that you're doing that's connecting to your power center. And I'm picking up on just a little bit of loneliness all of a sudden. Okay, let's tap in with your chakras. Pisces. Mhm. Okay, yeah, we've got a lot of sacral. There is a creative flow going on. Some of you might be in the middle of a creative process of some kind. Let me know what's going on in the comments. I would love to hear. I'm also feeling like a bubbling in the throat, almost as if you're about to speak a truth. It's brewing, but you're trying to kind of discern and figure out exactly how you're going to express yourself somehow, maybe creatively. And so we need to sit into the feminine a little bit more and to tap into the intuition, which I think some of us have some doubt in, to really just sit and rest in your knowing, to find your knowing if you don't know it already, of what your truth is, what your creative flow will look like, okay? Whatever that might mean. I just saw 1111. And know that these messages just come through, and sometimes I have no idea what I'm saying. So, only you are going to understand. All right. But let's take a moment first just to breathe into the soles of our feet. Okay. We're just going to feel like our feet are becoming rooted into the earth. You can even imagine tree roots coming out through the bottoms of your feet, sinking through the earth and going as deep as they possibly can go, down towards the core. If you don't already have grounding practices, they're very different from clearing practices. I've been coming up with a lot of messages with this lately. I'm probably going to be posting a lot more content on grounding versus clearing soon, so keep your eye out. But when we clear, we're releasing things to create space. And so afterwards, sometimes we'll feel really light and free, and sometimes we'll feel exhausted and kind of scattered. And honestly, a little bit how I'm feeling with this vertigo. So the grounding really helps us to get back to the clarity and to be in our body and to feel our power again. So bare feet on the earth if you're able, touch and talk to plants, hang out with some trees. Give yourself like self foot massages, rub the soles of the feet. If you have any sort of sound healing, like tuning forks or sound bowls, put them around your feet. And I'm also picking up on maybe like some bioenergetics or shaking of the body, which is a releasing and clearing technique, but I think it could also really ground you as well. Hmm. Yeah, your messages, Pisces, are much more macro this month. I think that you will understand more than I will. But there's some sort of balance that needs to be made between the spiritual and the physical, between the masculine and the feminine. And it sounds like the feminine is what we're needing to tap into more or balance out more. Okay. I'm also picking up on this idea of abundance in the sacral chakra and what the message in the book said of the idea that there's plenty to go around. So really trusting in something like that, especially if you're kind of in the deep action oriented, like for example, let's say you're like hustling in your business and you're, you know, kind of forcing solutions, trying to build your finances, things like that. Trusting in the fact that there's enough money out there to come to you, and that by chasing it, you won't receive the abundance that you're looking for. That's for some of you. And I started that just as an example, but as I said it, I was starting to feel some feedback. But that's an example. Okay. Hmm. Okay, beautiful guys. There's a lot going on. Like I feel like I could tap in deeper and get into some details because we've got this tuition component. Tuition, interesting. Intuition. I wonder if there is a finance thing. Maybe we're getting ready to start a certification program and we're looking for tuition. I don't know, but that was kind of funny. We have an intuition component and we have a sacral chakra creative component. You are going to know what's best for you. If one is calling you stronger than the other, we're going to take a final breath together. And if the third eye is calling you more, I want you to focus on a violet. And if the sacral is calling you more, focus on an orange. Okay. And as we, excuse me, my throat chakra is releasing. You have something that you're going to say soon, I think. So as we take a big breath in together, we're going to hold it at the top and we're going to feel that color coming into our body. I'm going to guide you through, but try and relax yourself through the process and not force. Okay, here we go. Holding at the top, feeling the orange or the violet coming into your body, into your bloodstream, into every single cell. It's vibrating and dancing. It's growing stronger, 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 stronger. Creation, creation, creation. You have the power to create, power to create. Don't doubt yourself. Exhale, pushing out what no longer serves you. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Wow. Beautiful, Pisces. I'm really curious to know what's going on in your lives. Please let me know in the comments. Please support each other in the comments. I love seeing when you guys do that, okay? We're going to take a moment and lock up your energy nice and tight into your solar plexus chakra. This is not armor. Okay, you have free will to let in whatever you like, but we're going to say what's mine is mine and what is not, and what does not serve me, kindly stay out. Pisces, I love you. I hope you found this healing supportive. Watch it as many times as you need because there's some deep layers there, and possibly it can help to deepen the release or whatever you're needing. Maybe bring some more clarity for you. Okay. If you want to know any more information about the work I do or to work one-on-one, all that information is down below. My email address is down there as well if you have any questions. And those of you who've been sending donations, thank you so much. These healings are such a treasure and such a rewarding thing to do. But I really appreciate those of you who are sending donations because it does take time and energetic resource on my part. So I very much appreciate you. If you found this supportive, the links for that are also down below. And Pisces, I will see you in another month. I love you.